Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Mixed Media Mayhem. And today in Mixed Media Mayhem, our recipe is to use stars, a metallic medium of some kind, and thread or twine. So I have gathered, in my embellishments I have some stars. I've gathered some little foil pieces that are meant for stirring into, I don't know, pouring medium. And I'm going to try applying it to some glue. I'm going to use a stencil to make a dog paw pattern around the edge of the page, and I'm going to then use my glue pen, and let me test my glue pen and make sure that it actually, whoops, I've lost my cap. I'm going to make sure that it actually has glue in it and it comes out. It appears to be coming out, so that's gonna work, I think. And I'm also doing challenge 7 in Scrap-A-Sketch's December event. Excuse me. And the challenge is to use no pattern paper. So I'll show you in a minute what I'm doing. You can use any embellishments you want. You can use plain cardstock and inks. So I'm going to use ink to make a pattern. You'll see that the sketch has this big banner, and I've made that banner with some packaging, so that doesn't count as pattern paper, I'm assuming, and some blue cardstock. And I'm going to make this border frame around it with this puppy dog paw stencil. So let's get started on that. And this stencil is one that can be, that you can put up next. It can make it look continuous. So let's see if I can actually accomplish that. I'm gonna just sort of, my photo is of last year's, Reese's last year's Christmas haul. And I may see, you can, if you do this, it looks like it's just a continuous pattern. Let me kind of get that down here. I don't want all of the paws to be the same intensity of blue. I'm going to go here. I may have messed up there. No, it looks fine. I went over a couple. And now for the challenge of, I think I want the paws to go down. No, I guess they need to be going up. So I'm going to do them like this. We'll see if there's a blank spot. I can always go over with one. And what I'm going to do is go over a few of these paws with glue, and then I'm going to apply the red. Now let's see if this works. I'm going to apply the red foil, and every once in a while have a red paw print. We'll see how that works out for me. I love these stencils. This is a Scrap-A-Sketch stencil, and I've moved it over and shouldn't have, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. I love the Scrap-A-Sketch stencils. They're absolutely perfect for brushing ink through, like I've done there. So now I need to go here and get some. Okay, there's a couple dark ones, and okay, I think that's gonna work out fairly well. Okay, and my paper will go over that. But first, let's do a red paw. I know, well, I'm not even going to use the stencil. Let's just try one of these. And I'll try one that will probably get covered up. Okay. So I'm going to take and I haven't ever done this before, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to just kind of go around with my glue pen and fill in this case, let's just fill in the toes of the paw. Where is the... Okay, I've put it on the end there. And now I'm just going to take some of this and press it on here. Are you able, yeah, you can see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of pressing it down. This came, by the way, this metallic loveliness came in a Mind the Scrap kit. So now I'm going to sweep this off. And what I may have done, and this is kind of what I'm testing, I may have, when I press down on it, I probably didn't need to. When I pressed down on it, it probably spread the glue around. And this is an epic fail. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to assume that this will cover that. And it will, so that one won't show. So I'm wondering if we can do something else entirely. I'm going to try down here. Just an outline, and I'm just going to dust this over it and see what sticks. Kind of just get it where it's just making contact with the glue, and I'm not mashing the glue down. And after this, I'm really going to have a cleanup job on my glass mat, but it should be very easy to clean. which is why I got it. Okay, so just gonna kind of tap very lightly, and this paintbrush I hope is good after this. This may be a smaller image than this was meant to be used with. Oh, it's kind of coming out. It kind of comes out with the outline, and when that glue dries, I'll bet I can brush it off. But I still don't like that. So I'm going to look at my, well, I have a different metallic medium in that I have these Nouveau gilding flakes, which are kind of the same, except they're larger. The flakes are larger. So let's do another bit of this. Let's go and I'm going to outline the whole thing here, and we'll see what happens here. Now, I'm going to press that down. Let's use just a piece of foam, just lightly, so that it makes contact with the glue, but it doesn't spread the glue out. And I may be using absolutely the wrong glue. So we'll see here if that's any better. I have used this with that same glue pen a million years ago, where I wrote something and I put it over the writing. I did some handwriting. Okay, so that's not looking great either. So I tell you what, let's do. Let's make it fairly simple and turn off. Well, actually, no. I was tempted to stop this and start all over. And what I'm going to do is look around for I have a metallic medium, and I have it in a really pretty blue. It's a metallic blue glimmer spray. I'm going to wipe all these crumbs off, and if some of the crumbs stay, that's just additional metallic medium, right? I'm going to make splatters with this. You can kind of see that this is working out okay, but I picked too small an image to try to work with, and it just didn't work. And I'm leaving this on because it's probably as informative to know what doesn't work as well as what works well. And so let this be your lesson for the day. Now the metallic is kind of coming up it's really showing in the areas that are dry. And so I'm thinking that's gonna look nice. I'm gonna let it dry, and I'm gonna cover this up and put it away. And I'm going to get a baby wipe and kind of clean off my surface here. Just, and really what I'm doing is letting this dry. This isn't going to pick it up. I have a Swiffer cloth that I'll use later that'll pick all that up without any moisture. But for right now, I just kind of wanted to get the big pieces off. But it looks like it's actually bonding to it, so that's another lesson learned. That may not be the best medium for me in the mixed media arena. Okay, so we're getting this off, and the metallic is really coming up to the surface there. So I did use a metallic medium. It's just not the one I had thought I was going to be using. So now let's get this page built. I'm going to, oh my goodness. Whatever can go wrong just did. We'll just work with it. I'm going to put this down. I've got the embellishments I'm using are printables from Scrap-A-Sketch. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the, no, because I want the dog looking in towards this. So we'll just make this work. This is the inside of some Vicky Bouton Discover and Create. And it's just got a very pale that there, and this can kind of go under there. So I'm going to put that under there now, and that covers it up. And this kind of goes just like so. And so this has to be down under there equally. Let me see. Well, I'll put it here and then I'll make it even when I do it. Okay. Out a little bit there. And then this can go right there. And then I have pulled, I have separated my printables out into kind of types. These are ornaments. These are some icons and circles. Ooh, I want to use this guy in there. These are bows, stars and hearts, and these are tickets and labels and banners. So I'm gonna just kind of start embellishing across here with maybe something like that. I know that I want the ornaments to be kind of Actually, I think I want this over here. Is that right? Where's the original sketch? It does overlap, but it's horizontal. I'm gonna do it the way I had it. And then I'll snug these up kind of over there. Okay, let me get some foam, and we'll go to town here. And hopefully I can make up some of the time we lost doing our other ill-fated metallic medium. To give you, just as a disclaimer, I guess, I was reorganizing my mixed media goodies day before yesterday, and just came across these metallic flakes, and I thought to myself, I haven't used them in a while. And to be honest, I wrote in my own handwriting, I wrote Merry Christmas on a bunch of Christmas cards many years back, and I pressed the metallic down on it, and it came out beautiful. It looked like foiled, you know, engraving. I don't guess you call that engraving, but okay. And now I want this one maybe right there. I've pulled a lot of the blue things, obviously, and I've got I pulled some red and green things as accents. So there, and I'm just putting a little bow on top of each ornament. Because I think the bows are just so cute. Okay, and this is a small one, so I'm going to put that bow there, and I'll do this one here. And that's, I kind of want a little bit of overlap there. And I have no particular rhyme or reason to how these are being organized. I just kind of want to load them more over to that side. Cut my foam piece a little bit big there. So this I'm gonna just kind of put right here and let it kind of go off the top. The bow will break that line. Okay. Now, the Distress Oxide color I used is Salty Ocean, which is the perfect blue for all of the other blues I've used. And this is a Ditto Glimmer metallic spray that is probably, I don't know, at least 10 or 11 years old. And it's probably one of my favorite metallic sprays, and I have many. I love glimmer sprays. It's one of my favorites, and I have it in this red color as well. The metallic rises from it a lot more vividly, I guess. I have a ticket here that I can, what I'm gonna do is run a piece of foam behind this in the middle. And then I'm going to kind of tuck some things behind like that. And I might do let's see, this, I can use a piece of the thinner foam, kind of like that. And would that be cute there? I think so. So let's do some foam behind it. And that brings in that red color. I like this little thing that has the ornaments. I use this on one of my challenge team or my creative team pages. And I just kind of thought it's the only little bit I have of that embellishment, so I'm going to use it there. Now I have this that I thought I'd use here, but maybe in a little bit different way. And I can't forget to use my twine on here, there, and then maybe have these little banner-y pieces coming out right there, and a purple present, and maybe a couple of overlapping purple hearts. I think we'll do that. And I'm just going to put a little bit of foam on the ends of these banners. Let's see, let me make sure I'm in frame. Don't want to put that down over the other one. Okay, and now a piece of this foam tape behind here. And I'll have it kind of overlap onto the photo. And then these guys, I'm gonna put some thin foam strip behind one of them. I'm gonna put that there. And then this, I think I will just glue down. And I'll tuck it under. Are we still in frame? I'm going to check. I think this is in frame. Oh, I was going to put it under. Okay. Now, I need stars for the challenge, and I thought I would do the stars kind of somewhat relating to the ornaments. I'm gonna try that out and see if that works. Again, trying to keep things over towards the photo. And at this point, of course, it's kind of departing a bit from the sketch. I've got that gorgeous red that these printables, this collection of printables, by the way, is called Feeling Festive. And it includes the coordinating basics of stars and bows and hearts. They're just whole sheets that you can print of hearts and stars. And this one is just exactly like that one, and I wanted 4 different ones. So let me go back to my little box here. This red one is different, and that kind of works there. Oh, this red one is very different. There's also, I have a green one, a blue one, a red one. I was going to see if I had a purple one somewhere. Oh, yes. And it's a different pattern from all the others. So I'm going to go with the purple. Maybe, since this one is there, I don't want it exactly in line with that. I might go here. Okay. Now, twine. I've got this, it's not exactly twine, it's embroidery thread, but it says thread or twine. So I'm just going to cut some green and some red. I'm going to tie them together into a bow. And I'm going to cut the ends evenly. And now where do we put this? Where on here needs a bow? Maybe right smack there. Okay, so it's mixed media mayhem first and foremost was the first thing I said. and I've followed the recipe there for stars and metallic and twine. And I've followed the sketch and not used any pattern paper. This side of the bow looks longer than the other side. I'm gonna kind of, I think that's gonna work. And I will add some journaling somewhere at some time, or I could let it speak for itself. And you can, I don't know if you can see, I'm gonna hold it up close so that you can see the metallic. And one of my close-ups is gonna have to show that metallic right there. And I can't see whether you can see whether that's in camera range. And then there's some really nice metallic showing down there. So I'm done, and I thank you very much for watching, and I apologize for the mess up, and I'm gonna have to clean all this off, and so that'll take up the rest of my morning before I go to physical therapy. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. And if I don't see you before Christmas, a very Merry Christmas to you, if that's the holiday that you celebrate, and a very happy holiday season, whatever, however you choose to celebrate it. And I thank you not only for watching this video, but for supporting me and following me all year long. And let's look for a great 2024 for one and for all. So thank you very much. Bye.